women can smell fear. They can feel fear. They know when niggas are nervous. They know when niggas are a little scared and timid. Girls don't like that. Girls don't like guys being timid and scared. And like when you go and approach a girl, if you don't have that confidence, that aura, that you know what, like, you know what I'm saying, that chip on your shoulder, that swag, 9 times out of 10 you ain't gonna get her. Okay, what's happening? What's up? Man. Welcome again to the late night special. Shout out to Saya Elixirs. This is a sex oil, and I'm not getting paid for this promotion, but I do use this often. And when I do say sex oil, she has sex oils and she has manifestation oils. So I use these sex oils. Well, I used it one time. Like, you got to make affirmations, and I made an affirmation that this girl's gonna make love to me, some girl that I never had sex with, and it happened, but I didn't even think about it. Like, damn, this shit really worked. And so I used the manifestation oil, and I said my manifestations, and then I rubbed these oil on me. So check them out, man. It's a really great product. Smells great, actually. Makes you feel good too. So yeah, tonight, man, I just left my acting class. Well, this is my first day acting class. And it was pretty cool, man. And probably asking, like, why am I taking acting class? I'm only taking these classes because I'm preparing myself for what's coming. I don't really know what's coming, but I know that it has something to do with TV. It has something to do with me being on the screen. So I don't want to block my blessings by not being equipped. I want to have enough weapons in my arsenal, so when opportunity presents itself, like, you know, Tyler Perry, me being one of his movies or whatever, who knows, that I'll be prepared for it. And I want to speak about confidence, because like while I was there today, they had me go on stage, and for it to be my first time there, like I had to perform. It was a really small little skit, but I had to perform in front of these people. And so at the end of the acting class, me and the coach was talking. I was like, yeah, man, how did I do? He was like, man, you did really good. I mean, it was a short script, but I wanted to see what you was gonna do. Like, when I called you up, was you gonna, you know, kind of be timid and be like, nah, I'll wait till next week? Or was you gonna stand up there with confidence and do your thing? He was like, man, you did great. Not knowing, though, while I was up there, I was nervous as fuck. I was nervous as hell, heart beating, but I stood up there with a smile. I stood up there with my chest out. Like, nobody would be able to tell that I was nervous or scared. I wasn't scared. It was just I was just nervous because I just never done it before. And I just stood up there with pure confidence. And I know a lot of people wonder, or like just they feel that I'm just a really confident guy. Like, you know, they see me on the internet, I'm on here talking really confident. I'm talking about different subjects. I be around multiple women. I have these photo shoots. I dress really well. Like, you know, by just looking at me, by looking at my page, even when you're around me, you could tell that I'm just this confident person. And this is nothing that I was just born with. And this is nothing that you can't have. Like, anybody can possess this type of confidence. And not to say that, like, I don't get nervous. I don't get scared, because I do. I do worry about what people think at times. I worry about, you know, if people gonna like what I'm about to say, or if people gonna comment, or if people gonna like. I do worry about this type of shit. But I'll never let it be known. I'll never let it be known my fears, my confidence, my lack of confidence. Because nobody knows that you're fearful. Nobody knows that Nobody knows. Nobody knows that you're nervous. They only know when you kind of, put it out there. When you fidgeting, or you can't get the right words out, or you actually say it. Oh man, I'm nervous. I don't say that. I don't let it be known. I stand up to fear. Fear doesn't control me, because fear stops a lot of people from doing things. Being nervous, being scared, being unconfident stops you from being who you are, being who you're supposed to be, because you might want to do things. You might want to be on Instagram having a podcast, but you're scared to kind of put yourself out there. You're scared to try something new because you've never done it before. You're scared of people's reaction, because people are going to judge you for whatever reason. I mean, I get those same issues. I'm not going to lie. Sometimes, I do too, but I don't care. I don't care. I just do. And whatever, I need to work on, let's just say, I came on this podcast, or you, and it was I wasn't speaking right. I was stuttering, or, I didn't have good topics, or whatever. I would fix that shit later. I'm going to put it out there. I'm going to put myself out there, let people judge, let people critique me, let me critique myself. And then I can fix it along the way. Some people, they try to wait for perfection. They try to wait for sorry, I just got these new teeth in my mouth, and just 2 new teeth, and it kind of got me speaking a little different. So people kind of wait for perfection before they actually try to start something, and that'll hold you back. That'll drag you. You'll be trying to do some shit in a whole month, 2 months, a year, 3 months then went by, and you still ain't did this shit because you trying to perfect it. I didn't have, when you go look back at my first video on these podcasts, I didn't have this the setup was there, but all of it wasn't put together. The lighting wasn't even the same. I didn't have a money wall there. I could have waited till I got all this shit together, but man, fuck it, I put myself, and I was nervous as fuck. My first podcast, I was nervous as shit, but you couldn't tell. I was worrying what if I fuck up? What if I run out of questions? What if, I had a bunch of what ifs in my fucking head. Then what if I put it out there and ain't nobody fucking with me? But I didn't let those questions, that fear stop me from going, from that was 4 or 5 months ago. And look at me now. Look at where I'm headed now. The power of consistency, the power of just starting. It is real power in starting, because some people fail to start because they want to perfect. I've taken these acting classes because, I ain't gonna lie, I'm looking at all the shit that's going on. I'm seeing all the people that's going on. They doing some deep acting roles, and I'm like, yo, damn, I don't know if I could do this shit every week. Just being up there performing in front of people. But this is only preparing me for what's to come. So I'm like, yo, I gotta do this. This is only a crowd of 15, 20 people. If I can't overcome this fear, shit, I can't overcome nothing. How am I overcome, auditions and multiple people in the crowd? Man, I went up there with confidence, and I'm gonna use that same confidence when I go in any other setting. You feel me? You confidence is the key. Is a major key in a lot of areas in life. Even when it comes to women, let's talk about women and confidence. Women can smell fear. They can feel fear. They know when niggas are nervous. They know when niggas are a little scared and timid. And girls don't like that. Girls don't like guys being timid and scared, and they can. So, when you go and approach a girl, if you don't have that confidence, that aura, that, what I'm saying, that chip on your shoulder, that swag, 9 times out of 10, you ain't gonna get her. She ain't gonna feel you. She ain't gonna feel your vibe because sad to say you're weak. That's what. But I'm not saying you're weak. But in her eyes, like you're weak. A few women could be intimidating. You know what I'm saying? They light skin or brown skin, dark skin, whatever. I'm not even trying to put the color out there. I'm just saying, like, I'm just trying to give an example. These Instagram model looking chicks, big booty, you know what I'm saying, look like they got their shit going on. You know what I'm saying? It's like they look intimidating, to walk up to. But you don't have to act nervous, though. You don't have to. They don't know that you're nervous. They don't know that you're not used to getting women. They don't know that you're not used to getting women of that caliber. You have to try, because you might see her and be like, damn, man, like, I know I can't get her. Damn, she bad, but man, she probably ain't gonna fuck with me. You already putting these negative thoughts in your head and you probably ain't gonna get her. You gotta say, like, I know I can get her. I know I can. But some women are intimidating. I get it. But like with me, when I be around beautiful women and people be questioning, like, yo, I know he be paying these girls, or like what's going on for real? No, I exercise my muscle. I wasn't always this confident with women. It wasn't always like this. It was at some point where, I wasn't around these beautiful women. There was a time where I was just dealing with just, women that I thought that I can just, get. I moved up my expectation. I moved up my taste. I had to put it out there like, you know what, this is the type of women I want. This is one type of women I want to be around. And that's what it is. I put that in the universe and I made it happen. So when it comes to confidence in women, bro, you have to exercise your muscle. You have to put yourself out there. You got to try. You got to go up to women, even if you don't even want to get their number. You don't have the intentions of getting their number. You have to get used to talking to women. You have to get used to women talking back to you. You have to get used to having conversations with these type of women. And then it's going to be like second nature. And then, of course, there's some other things that you might have to work on. Maybe like your style, a lot of things. It's a lot of little areas that you can work on. Eye contact, body language. It's a lot of things that you can work on. But you won't ever know unless you try. And that's the same thing with life. If you're not trying, if you don't put yourself out there, you're never going to build up that confidence, build up this muscle, because it's a muscle. You're never going to build it up, and you're going to be stuck. You're going to be stuck on stupid. Not stuck on stupid. You're going to be stuck in the same place. So yeah, like if you're thinking about starting a podcast, starting a business, stop letting fear or being not confident stop you. I made a video about fear. Fear stops a lot of people from doing a lot of shit. It's in you. Of course, like, I have these fears. Everybody does. But you got to break through it. Break through the fear. How can you win the race if you ain't even sign up? If you ain't on the starting line? How can you win the race if you ain't among the racers? How can you eat at the table if you ain't at the table? How can you make the shot if you ain't on the court hooping? I got a lot of analogies. How can you make bread if you ain't taking risks? If you ain't taking risks in life, really, come on, man. Like, come on. All right, man. I mean, that's all I got to say tonight. That's all I got to say for tonight. This is just about confidence. Work that muscle. Break out of fear. Work that muscle. I know I look like I'm very confident. It's only because I don't show it. I don't show that I'm nervous in situations. I don't show that I'm scared. Yeah, my heart beats fast in certain situations when I go talk in front of big crowds, or of course I get nervous. Everybody get nervous. But the difference between me and some people is that I break through this fear. So, I mean, I just want to leave you with that. These are just like, when I come on these late night specials, these are like just real scenarios that I'm going through like day-to-day life that I feel like I can just come back and speak to people. I never even write down topics. Even if I do write down these topics, I never even use them because I feel like they come out so natural, right? And people could feel them better, like if they if it just happened. So, yeah, man, it's a late night special, man. Rich and Unemployed, the podcast. Until I see y'all again, peace. So if you enjoyed this podcast, go ahead and subscribe to the YouTube and go ahead and click the link in the bio for some merch.